in a bout that is scheduled to take place later this year, later this month, later in time. Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith are going to face each other. These two men are entering a grudge match situation, and there is no love lost between the two fighters. Now, in a promotion that is supposed to take place with Sky Sports, the two combatants are looking to get it on. And what hasn't quite been decided yet is what weight class the fight will be finalized at. And people have to know that when these two take on one another, it's going to be fireworks. They have no love for one another. And it's going to be one of those grudge matches where styles, the ability, and the desire all will be either on the table or all bets off. So let's talk about Eubanks Jr. and Smith. On Saturday, January 21st, from the AO Arena in Manchester, Chris Eubank Jr. will be taking on Liam Smith in a fight that two wily veterans from the UK will put on a show that is being billed as Unleashed. Exactly what will be unleashed is what we're calling into question. Because at this stage, both fighters, aged 34 for Liam and 33 for Chris, are going to have to really show us what they've got left. Now, recently, Eubanks Jr. was supposed to take on Conor Ben in the third quarter of last year, but Ben popped dirty for performance-enhancing drugs. So that fight was canceled. Now, as far as Liam Smith, his last fight was in September of 2022 against Hassan Mawakino, in which he scored a fourth-round TKO and had him down on the canvas twice. The fight was in Liverpool, and it was one of those nights where Smith looked better than he had in a long time. But let's face it, Eubanks is a better fighter, okay? Much better. And Eubanks has improved since being trained by Roy Jones Jr. The fighter now enters the ring with a record of 32-2 with 23 KOs. My problem with Eubank Jr. is he seems to be stuck in between decisions, not necessarily styles, as he is trying to fight as his trainer Roy Jones has encouraged him to do. It is a style upon presentation that looks similar to some of the movements that Jones executed in his younger days. And we already know that Eubank does not have Jones-like talent, but he has a ranginess and a little bit of pop on his punches that's kind of similar. So what it does for him is it gives him a chance to catch opponents from medium range and outside. I don't see Eubank Jr. being the type of fighter that can go to war on the inside, which, believe it or not, is a strength of Liam. Liam is the kind of fighter that will get on the inside. He'll dig to the body. He'll throw uppercuts. He will roughhouse, and he'll look to do damage. Now, he can be caught, he can be cut, he can even be dropped. But Beefy, as his nickname goes, will look to just rumble. Not a lot of technicality there behind him, as he brings his record of 32-3, 1 draw, 19 KOs into the match against Eubank Jr. Now, when he fought Jesse Vargas back in April of 2022, it was a unanimous TKO. And when I say unanimous, Jesse Vargas could not make it through the fight. But the effort that he gave made some people question exactly what was going on there. Prior to that was a October of 2021 TKO of the 8th round against Anthony Fowler, who was down once in the 5th round and once in the 8th prior to the stoppage, and they were both cut in that fight. Think about it like this. Liam is going to rumble. He's the smaller man, definitely. So there are advantages that Eubank Jr. is simply going to enjoy. But will Eubank go for the KO? Because he's had situations where it's been on the table for him to stop someone, and he just didn't seem to turn up the heat on his opponent. I think that that's the part where he's caught in between styles. He doesn't quite know if he wants to just go for it or just wants to outpoint a guy and look good doing so. With Roy Jones in his corner, you have to wonder the instructions, because Roy seems pleased with Eubank executing his familiar moves and throwing punches, leading with hooks instead of a jab, trying to throw the right hand over the top. But again, Roy was a special talent. He had a pop on his punches that Eubank doesn't have, and he had fast twitch, quick muscles that allowed him to leap in and out without catching punches in return until he got older and some of his athleticism began to wane. Eubank Jr. is already 33. So that spry youth is not on his side. He's going to have to think about what he wants to do against Liam. Will Liam go in there and try to really hurt Eubank with body shots? If he does do that, he's going to subject himself to counter punches. In close, headbutts could happen. Will he get cut in this fight? It's something to think about. It's the type of thing that sometimes can't be helped. Certain fighters experience this, and it's something that some fighters, when they become accustomed to being cut, they know it and they'll fight through it. Others, it troubles them psychologically and they put their hands in their pockets. To me, I think that Eubank has all the advantages here. He's going in against a smaller guy, an older guy, and he should prevail. But being that they're both from the UK, something strange is going to happen here. Whether it's a foul, a cut, headbutt, it's in the cards. But I'll be tuning in. What do you think? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are regarding Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith. Do you think it'll be a decent rumble? Or will it be a mismatch? I sort of lean toward the mismatch. But at this juncture, you just don't know. Two older guys, when you climb them stairs, you can get old overnight. Another old adage for the sport of boxing. Think about it. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.